Hey, just give me 5 minutes to show you something amazing. In this video, either before or after a quick lesson full of traps, I'm going to be testing the Tennyson Gambit in real games across different time controls. And I'm talking about 3-minute Blitz, 2-minute Bullet, and ultra fast 1-minute Bullet, or even less. But which time control truly favors the Tennyson Gambit? Well, stick around, we'll find out against real opponents on leeches. Let's dive in. So, the Tennyson Gambit, or what many people call the Intercontinental Ballistic Missile, begins with the Zuckertort opening Knight f3, and in most cases, black plays d5. That's the top played move, by the way. After which you go e4, if pawn takes, you go knight g5. After knight f6, instead of playing pawn to d3, which is too predictable, I want you guys to start playing the move knight c3. Kind of the reversed Budapest if you think about it, because now your two knights are double attacking this pawn on e4. And you will see most of your opponents responding with bishop f5. Trying to hold on to that, by the way. Bishop f5 is always a good move according to black because they are developing a piece with tempo. Now you want to go bishop c4. So black will be happy to play pawn to e6. And now this is when you want to play pawn to d3. Right here, black is going to take most of the times. And now guess what? You want to play queen f3 as if you are attacking the b7 pawn, but in reality, you just want to sacrifice your knight on f7 and probably go on to get back your piece in that way after king takes and queen takes. Now don't ask me what to do if black plays other uncommon moves. This is a very short tutorial video where I just want to be precise and show you the most common moves. I don't want to waste your time. E.g., after queen takes, if black plays queen d6, there are so many things that you can do. For example, bishop f4, even bishop e3, bishop g5 also works, except knight e4 due to queen b4 check. You're going to lose either the bishop or the knight. And it's because of queen b4 why strong players love castling short first before continuing with their attack. What if black plays pawn to g6? Not much of a stretch, just retreat your queen back, still pinning that knight. Maybe king g7, you go bishop h6. So you're not checkmating black anytime soon, but you have an interesting attack and black may end up losing the game like this, by the way. Or sometimes after bishop c4, e6, d3, pawn takes and queen f3, instead of pawn to c6, black may play knight c6. Whenever you see knight c6, be on the lookout for knight d4 or knight e5. And that's why Stockfish recommends to take on d3 with your bishop. Sometimes you can play bishop b5. But you know what? Even knight takes f7 in this position works against fellow human beings, not against Stockfish. Point is, again, if king takes, I still have queen takes f5. Now, this time black may play knight d4, which attacks the queen and maybe threatens to take on c2. And now this is when you can simply take on d3 with your queen. Bingo! Problem solved. Next, you're going to castle short and develop your dark squared bishop. Am I saying this is the greatest opening in this world? No, it's just one of those interesting openings to try out in rapid, blitz, bullet, and other casual games. And this is what I'm going to be testing in today's video. So I'm going to be challenging random opponents on leeches. I'll start with a 3-minute blitz match, then move on to a 2-minute bullet match, and finally conclude with a 1-minute bullet match. And hey, don't just watch. That's not encouraging at all. To keep this channel alive, you can simply share this video, hit the like button, and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you have nothing to say, just type "Thank you, Kaspa" in the comment section down below. Lastly, if you want to go through my study PGNs, such as the one I'm using in this study, you can visit my Patreon page. The link is in the comment section down below. d3, then e4. Kind of the Caro-Kann defense if you think about it. Although this is not what I was expecting to see. So I want to give black one more chance to see d takes e4. So what am I going to do now? Let me play h3 to stop bishop g4 in advance, allowing them to take. Yes, now knight g5. As if I just want to equalize material. And now if pawn to h6, I have knight takes. Look at this. This is similar to the Caro-Kann defense. And boom, that's how we win the free queen. By the way, this is a 2271 rated opponent, 30 elos away from being a 2300, so not a weak player at all. Now I can win the rook for free I'm going to attack the queen if queen takes b2, and I have this kind of a checkmate if you think about it. What am I going to do? Yeah, let me just rescue my knight. So let me give a check. Check. Why not? And then attack this pawn. From here, it's just a matter of technique. The game is already over. Again, do I have this? This check. How about if I play... wait a second. I'm thinking of playing this move. So what I'm going to do is to sacrifice my rook for the time being. Maybe I do this and give a check. That's not going to help due to that. I'm trying to think the best continuation from here. There's a checkmate. If I do this and that, this will be checkmate. What if they play bishop out? I'm looking for a quick way to checkmate my opponent. Oh, we are not going to see checkmate. No, nope. If bishop e6, I'll just play bishop c3 or maybe queen c3. Yeah, to oversimplify things. Yeah, this is checkmate now. Checkmate. This guy is a 2271 rated player. Oh, not yet. Checkmate. Yeah, this is what I saw. Yeah, this is mate. Awesome. Still watching without subscribing? Come on. The more you subscribe, the more you encourage me to do more and review more stuff. Anyway. Okay, so let's go. The Tennyson Gambit against the Scandinavian. Knight g5. I'm playing against a 1940 rated player. Okay, there we see bishop f5. You know what I'm going to do now? I'm going to play queen e2 for the first time, so that I may be able to give a check here. What if that is not going to happen? Knight c3, maybe. Knight f6, bishop c4. Then, yeah, bishop c4, bishop c4, e6, and then d3, normal stuff, then queen f3. This will be my setup. Also eyeing the b7 pawn if you think about it, but in reality I want to take on f7, sacrificing my knight. Yeah, c6 is a sheer waste of time due to knight takes, double attacking the queen and the rook. Now if king takes, I have queen takes. Yep, because the pawn can't take. So this is another way you can play the Tennyson Gambit. I mean, I'll just take on e6, give a check, and look for ways to checkmate my opponent very quickly. Okay, now that that has been played, you know what else I can do is to play this move. I don't know if this is going to work, but let's see. You know, if pawn takes, I'll just castle shot. Yep. But still, I can play this if I want, but there's no good continuation there. So let me just castle shot. And now I can safely win the queen with my next move. If pawn to g6, I'm going to win the queen. No, they can't even play pawn to g6 due to that. Maybe bishop e7, I win the queen. Bishop takes. Maybe they should play pawn to h6. Yeah, moves like this just allow me to win the queen instantly. Maybe pawn to h6 had to be played if you think about it. But still, I was going to play bishop g5 anyway. Even after that, I'll show you what I mean. So check, and then that. So this is just game over. Remember, this was a 2-minute bullet match. And let's do that. Yeah, my opponent just resigned. So let's see what was going to happen if black played pawn to h6. Yeah, so after knight takes and king takes, Stockfish says I had a +2 advantage, so I did the right thing taking on f5 with my queen. Point is, after queen d7, like what my opponent did, I was supposed to play bishop g5. Okay, what did I do? I played knight e4, which is equally a good move according to Stockfish. Now, I was looking at this move. What if black played pawn to h6 in this position? Well, I was thinking of playing bishop g5 anyways. Not a blunder, but again, not the best move. So what Stockfish recommends is you're supposed to take on f6 with your knight, and after pawn takes, you go queen h5 check if you want. There's nothing much happening here. You're not mating anytime soon, so sometimes you just play normal chess. Even castle shot in this position works because the e pawn is still pinned to the king. But what if this, well, you can just take, because if queen takes, I mean, it's just a matter of time before you checkmate your opponent. King here, this is a mating one. So if something like king g6 is played, again there's queen f7 check after queen f5 as an example. There are all sorts of moves, rook a d1. I mean, it's just a matter of time before checkmating black. The king is just too exposed. Okay, lesson learned. That was a 2+1 casual bullet match. Let's move on to the last section of this video. A 1-minute bullet match featuring the Tennyson Gambit. By the way you support this channel is by joining one of our membership tiers on Patreon, or simply buying my courses at www.KaspaChess.com or on my Patreon page. That really helps. I'm playing against a 2700 FIDE master. Yeah, I'm pretty much sure that Tennyson Gambit is not going to happen against this guy. So we go back to normal chess. This is what we do. If the plan doesn't work, we play normal chess. Bishop g2. Check for now. No queen trade. Queen d4 was going to be annoying. Oh, this knight f5 now. Oh, damn it. That queen trade was a forced one, if you think about it. I'm going toe to toe with a FIDE master, 2700 by rating. Okay, check. What? Damn. Oh, I won on time. Ah, damn it. This guy was a 2700 rated FIDE master. I tried to play my Tennyson Gambit. It didn't work. I mean, he refuted it, and then I started relying on my instincts, playing logical moves. Damn! Okay, let me know which time control you like best for playing this opening. Now, go and check out 3 of my new courses on my website KaspaChess.com that I highly recommend you get right now. The newly updated Semislav defense against d4, the Knight c6 Nimzowitsch defense, and the mighty e5 Paris defense, which is my best selling course till this date. Chess is a school on its own, and you will just need to show some efforts to unlock some secrets that content creators don't show on YouTube. And that's how you support this channel, by the way.